injuries when you first start up again. So we really didn't think nothing of it. And then as we continued to practice and we had to take him off the floor and getting closer to playing, then we found out that he wanted to leave the bubble. You know, he's going to leave the bubble and try to get some treatment from an outside doctor. And it became serious enough where he was leaving the bubble. The time that they was telling us he would probably return, it wasn't going to help us. That was a huge loss for us because he was our all-star this year, became an all-star. You know, he's a double-double guy. He was averaging 18 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. And he was really the main guy for us all season long that was initiating offense, scoring, really establishing who we were as a team. So that was a huge loss for us. You know, playing the 8 games that we had, we did okay. You know, but once you get into the playoffs, you got to have all your guns. You know, I've always said that when the NBA went to this 7-game format, you got to win 4. The healthiest team is going to win.
Right.
If you have an injury, in the playoffs, because everybody there can hoop, it's going to be challenging for you to, win some games. And for us, especially, you know, you could get by with that during the regular season, but in the playoffs, it's going to be tough to get by with that. And we ran into a team in Miami that they showed that they were playing their best basketball in the bubble, where they, you know, not only do they sweep us, but they knock off the Bucks, who was the favorites, and they reached the finals. They proved to be an unbelievable team playing their best basketball at the right time.
All right, Coach, I have a question for you. So when you return to coaching, do you keep your staff or do you find new staffers?
Right now what I'm looking at, I'm probably going to come back. I want to take a break from the first seat. I'm probably going to come back as an assistant. And, it's like I'm kind of looking at this like drumline. We're going to mix the old with the new. As they said, you know, old school with some new school. So, I'm talking to a couple teams about, assisting, a couple coaches in the league. And I want to really just take a step back and do something a little different. So I'm looking at that role right now.
I have a question. So your son, Jamel.
Yes.
When he was coaching on.
Congrats on the wedding, baby girl.
Thank you. We were so hurt. I know, we were so hurt we couldn't have our whole family. That was going to be the epic wedding of the year.
And we
were hurt that no one could.
We were picking out outfits to get ready.
Right.
Everybody's looking forward to it and planning and, sorry we couldn't be there, but beautiful and congrats.
And congratulations on you as becoming a grandpa.
Yes. What a blessing.
He's adorable.
He is a blessing. Matter of fact, we're going to take off this weekend and go down to New Orleans and visit with him.
Nice. Okay, so with that being said, what advice, you have 2 children, Brittany and Jamel, and love and adore them. Jamel was in the league as a coach. Did you give him, what advice did you give Jamel?
I basically, you as my mother told me, and, you shut your mouth and you do your job. And you be loyal to those people that you're working for and working with. And I think if you take that approach, you're going to give yourself an opportunity in anything you do to have some success and keep a job. So Jamel, I never want, there were opportunities for him to come and work with me, but I'm a little superstitious. At the time, he was my only son, so I don't travel with my son. That was just a no-no. He carries my last name, and I want that name. If we're gonna go out, it's not gonna be like that. So
You've always thought about that ever since he was born?
Jamel and I never traveled together, just the two of us. As a family, we would travel, or he would travel with his mother, but he and I never got on a plane together, just the two of us by ourselves. Only one time when he was traveling to a camp. But now I have another grandson that's going to carry the name, so he and I can
travel.
We can get on planes. But I wanted him to get into this coaching, if that's what he chose, on his own, and he did. He came and he worked. He came and he worked with me at the Olympic team, in 2008, 2007. And a couple coaches who was there watching saw him working with NBA players, and they invited him, which was Monty Williams. Invited him to come and work with him, and he wanted him to really kind of do a little bit of everything: video, PD, player development, game preparation. So he had an opportunity to do all of that, and he established himself as a good young coach in this league. And he later went on to get a job in Phoenix. He left New Orleans, went to Phoenix, and then he came back to New Orleans working for Alvin Gentry. And
nice.
He's been in the league 10 years now, and he's been able to establish himself because of him, not so much riding my coattail. And I thought that was important.
Absolutely.
I thought that was really important, that people see him for who he is and what he is capable of doing, and not just the son of Nate McMillan's. But right now he's interviewing. He's interviewing at New Orleans. For a job. Stan Van Gundy got that job, so he is interviewing there for a position with that staff again.
Hey Nate, let me ask you. Going back to 2000.
Sorry, I was just saying I'm really proud of Jamel. So keep up the good work. Go ahead, Fresh.
Hey Nate, speaking on the 2008, what were some of those practices like?
I spent 7 years with the Olympic team. We won gold in 2008, and we won gold in 2012. And really to have that opportunity to be an assistant coach with Coach K and Coach Boeheim and Mike D'Antoni, and working. First when they called me and they asked me to in 2005, they called me and asked me to be an assistant with the national team. And I'm thinking, I'm looking at the phone, it's Jerry Colangelo, and I'm looking at the phone like, what team you talking about, the JV team or the varsity?
Right.
Are you talking about the big boys, the Olympic team? And he said, yes, we're talking about the Olympic team. And I'm thinking at that time, all these coaches in this country, and you guys come and ask Nate McMillan to be an assistant